Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday night. I've just finished grading your quizzes from Chapter 3, and I had a couple of comments about them as well as the numeracy posters. So on the quizzes, folks are doing pretty well on these. I'm pretty happy. Make sure the most common error is if you're dealing with a frequency table, you've got to make sure you've got all of those numbers. So many of you got a question with a frequency table asking for the average. So remember, if there's two sevens or one, I think it was 1 7 and then two sixes, you have to say 7 6 6 or multiply out by the frequency in order to get that. If you aren't getting that right now or you missed the problems, make sure you go back and look at them or email me or Zoom me for help figuring that out. The short answer question on measures of central tendency, I was looking for a couple of things on that answer. So why do we use multiple measures of central tendency? There's two kind of topics that I wanted you to hit. One was because we have different levels of measurement. So if we have scale variables, we can use mean, median, mode. If we only have a nominal variable like colors of shirts in the class, we can only use the mode. So levels of measurements. The second topic is if we have skewed data or we have if we have data where we have groups like $70,000 and more, say for an income, then we've got to be able to use different levels of measurement for that. So the types of the levels of measurement and then also what our actual data look like. On the numeracy posters, those look really beautiful. I was so happy to see all of those. I've read through every single one of your comments on your group work, and it sounds like the teamwork is going really well in almost all cases. A few of you noted that you had trouble getting started and coordinating things, and that it helps to have somebody who kind of takes the leadership role or coordinates getting working. And a few of you noticed that there were different timelines for some of you. Some of you wanted to work ahead really fast. Some of you felt like, my group was already finished when I got there. Again, those were the minority of situations, but those are things that you should work out with your groups now. In general, it looks like everything's going really well. If you have any concerns about that, please do let me know individually. But I've read through all of the comments, and the vast majority of your teams are going really well. So I'm excited to read your Lab 3 work. This coming week, we're going to do variability, chapter 4. There is no lab because we've got an exam. So instead of the lab due on Sunday, you have exam on chapters 1 through 4 due on Sunday. Some of you noted that there's really excellent study materials in MindTap, and that includes some practice exams in there. So I do recommend those. I hope that you have an awesome evening, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a good Sunday.